Well, hello, my babies. See, I'm back to say thank you to everyone who's tried their best to show their love and appreciation and caring for me. And because of that, it has really helped me get myself together. You know, I've been in the hospital a couple times and everything. I had a fire. And you know what? So many people I've never even knew that knew me came to my aid, tried to help me, tried to show me how much they cared. And when I say, oh, my babies and this and that, that's something I really mean because, you know, love is such a wonderful thing. It comes four-letter word, but my God, it means so many things. And I guess things happened the way they were supposed to happen, because it did happen. You know, sometimes God let things happen to show you what you need to know. If you can't seem to catch on one way, you're going to make sure you catch on the other way. And when we shook them bushes, all them little mices, spiders, this and that came running and shaking out of there. And if you didn't know what it was like not to have, you knew what it was like then. And that was the first time in all the years since I've set up being a housekeeper or a mother or somebody to have an apartment or whatever. Didn't have nowhere to go. Was empty. With all the people I had with me, you don't realize you have that many people with you was basically your family. I was always taught to keep family close to you. And that's what I did, I guess. And they were just as shocked as I was. Standing there, it was just like being caught with no clothes on. And I went places to stay. But it's a true statement when they say, God bless the child that has his own. You know, people want things for you their way, but they don't try to see it your way. You get out there and you get stripped before the whole world. You don't know which way to go, up or down or all around. But you say thank you, but to them it don't mean thank you because maybe you didn't put enough energy into it or fall out enough or scream or jump up and down enough. But when you say thank you, you mean it. I was always the person who gave somebody something. Gave somebody a place to sleep. If they said they was hungry, I fed them. Nowhere to go, they stayed until they found somewhere to go. I didn't chase them off. And this was the first time in my life that just seemed like you knew what you had to put up with other people, things you had never touched or seen, their ways. I met a lot of people. I had a lot of people's love, that was true. Some people didn't try to chase me away, some did, just hated me just for the fact of hating me. But I didn't seem to let that bother me. And it was trying to close your eyes at night and say that this was mine, but it wasn't. It's God bless the child who really has his own. God bless the child who has his own. It's nothing like having your own room or your own bed or hole to crawl into. It's nothing like it. My children, houses together a little bit, rooms, but the personalities and things that were in the rooms were basically stripped out of, so it has to be formed all over again. And you have to learn all over again some of the lessons that were there to learn through the grace of God. God never does anything for no reason at all. You know, I didn't say, oh, God did this to me, why? He did it for a reason. And I was trying to find out what that reason was and take it up, but I tell you, when I was in the hospital, I stopped breathing and they put me on a breathing machine. I woke up. I didn't know where I was at. And I kept hearing his voice talk to me. And she kept saying, Mama, so and so and so and so, Mama this and Mama, but it wouldn't register. It never registered to me. And this voice was telling me to be calm, and that I had a machine that was breathing for me, and take it easy, and everything was going to be all right. And I had been struggling and giving them a hard way to go because I didn't know what was happening to me. But I kept listening to this voice. It was like in a dream. And she kept talking to me, feeling my hands and rubbing and patting me, saying it's gonna be all right, Mama, and I love you. And she kept talking to me. After she kept talking to me a couple hours, kind of came clear to me. I could see who she was, but before I just had all these tubes in my mouth. And they kept telling me they was going to take them out and let me try to breathe on my own. And I kept trying to do what the voice was telling me to do. Hello? Can I help you? He's not here. He is. Why? What's up? No, I don't make no decisions when he makes his own. All right. And I realized who it was. It was my youngest daughter who had been speaking to me. Who I realized at the time, she hadn't been talking to me or speaking to me, I don't think I would have made it. I had never experienced nothing like that, and never want to experience nothing like that again if I didn't have to. You know, me and her hadn't been on such good terms, but she was there. She talked to me. I felt how she felt about me, and she felt how I felt about her. Even though some matters had to be still cleared up and everything. she knew that I loved her and I know she loved me. And because of this, she brought me up through this experience that I had never experienced before. And I was in the hospital about a week. And sometimes you don't do things the way people want you to do them. You know, they in their mind, they want to give you this big extravaganza, and this and that and this. In your mind, you've just been stripped of everything that you already had in the world. Pictures and memories and letters and everything you ever had. Gone. So, it doesn't really register to the point where whoop-de-doo to you. It really doesn't. And they can't seem to understand because when you're young, you're at that age, you're always at that age where you say, you want, you need, you got to have. When you get my age, you get 70 and you start sliding down the ladder, it doesn't need to have. I got to have, you don't have to have what I want and all those kind of things. It's not all that important. It's important, but not that much important. But that's why I just wanted to let everybody know how good they made me feel. How they pulled me through. How they let me know that God does love you. And sometimes you don't receive all the awards you want to receive for the things that you do in life. And then sometimes you do. I thank everyone. I don't know everybody's name, but I want to thank you. If it was a penny that you gave me to put me back in my house, I say thank you. If it was a half of a cent, I say thank you. It's appreciated. Like I said, I was always the one giving it up. It seemed like everybody else, came my way. But they did. My son, he didn't know which way to go, to tell you the truth. Me and them kind of clashed at each other. Because he's much younger than I am, and still in the wanting stage. And you just don't know. I got things to still do, because if I didn't, I wouldn't still be here. I got things to do for God yet. I got some praise, and I got some loving, and I got some thank yous, and things like that I have to do. Not really have to, want to. Because it made me feel wonderful. My family had gave me a fish fry to earn money to give me a bedroom set if that's what I wanted. And it was nice to be there with them. And the room was just filled with people. And they were cousins. My grandmother had 18 kids. And their kids had kids, and their kids had kids. And they were all in there, and the girl said, all y'all look alike. She said, how come so many of y'all look alike? I said, we're cousins. She said, oh my gosh, I didn't know that. And some people got to come and others didn't because of the weather. And they had to change the date. But I'm sorry you didn't make it because you would have had a nice time. I still want to thank you. Thank you for loving me enough, caring. Made me feel like I was somebody's baby again. I ain't been nobody's baby in years. But you did. And I thank you. I really do.